SNL Reviewed.
Hey, after taking several months off, I'm John Kramer back with SNL Reviewed, and man, what a great week it is to be back because Louis C.K. hosted what was, in my opinion, the best overall show this cast has produced all season. And sure, feel free to ask me about why I took off those months down in the comments section below. But the cold opener with President Obama using social media to push to his Healthcare.gov site was the best political sketch they've done in a long, long time. And yeah, even better than the Liam Neeson cameo a couple of weeks back. But Louis C.K. nailed his monologue doing what he does best, razor-sharp stand-up, although based on what I saw of him in the rest of the show, he probably could have pulled off one of those cheesy musical numbers they like to do just as well. Now, normally after the monologue, the show usually goes to a commercial parody, but in a really weird twist, this week they went to a cluster of real commercials, including one starring Cecily Strong running around SNL and the writer's room in 30 Rockefeller Center hawking a Jeep Cherokee. And my question for all of you out there is, are we cool with the SNL cast pushing real products like Jeeps when they later go on to make fun of real products like Joseph A. Banks suits in parody commercials? Or was Joseph A. Banks paying them to put their suits in the sketch? And does this mean Jeep is off the table for parody later in the season? I mean, I'm just not cool with this. But I thought the Black Jeopardy sketch was a terrific use of Louis C.K. and really pushed home how much the show needed Sashir Zamata in the cast. I mean, my God, they've actually got 3 African Americans in the cast. Now, the Baby Boss sketch really showed that Beck Bennett can nail physical comedy and is a great addition to this year's cast, which is something I'm still not too sure about where Colin Jost is concerned behind the update desk. He had an incredibly hard act to follow in Seth Meyers, but when I watched him work with Jay Farrow doing Stephen A. Smith, I just didn't see any chemistry there, or am I just missing something? Now, getting into the last third of the show, they pulled some rabbits out of their hat that I really enjoyed. The Mr. Big Stuff number was cute, and Mike O'Brien did a terrific job anchoring the really out-there doctor sketch, just as Vanessa Bayer did in the equally weird pajama sketch. But for my money, the short film they did with Aidy Bryant and Kate McKinnon was the best of the bunch. Short and sweet with a terrific out. I mean, I just loved it. Although I wasn't quite as sure about the high school campaign commercial, and I'd appreciate hearing from many of you about your thoughts on that one. But the last sketch of the night, the romantic bit between Aidy Bryant and Louis C.K. was a bit weak and probably deserved to be exactly where it was at the bottom of the show. Now, this was Louis C.K.'s second hosting shot at SNL, and it was easily as good as his first outing, so I hope he makes it to the 5-Timers Club before too long. Now, next week, I'll be back with my review of the Anna Kendrick-hosted show, but I'll also be doing my own hosting duties at ZBox, where I'll be watching and commenting on the show live, and where I'd love for all of you to join me. ZBox is a really great free app which feeds you all kinds of great information and news and articles about whatever TV shows you follow, and where you can join in rooms like my SNL one and chatter about the shows you like. So head over to ZBox, sign up, and join me there in the SNL room next week. And until then, peace and chocolate, everyone.